Today's adventure is Candy Carrier Chaos! That's right.
The wildly popular and successful Amazing Digital Circus released its second episode on Glitch's YouTube channel. Within hours, the episode amassed over 2 million views and began trending on social media. Gooseworks has created a massive hit with the series, which follows Pomni and other humans trapped inside a virtual reality. With no way to escape, they do everything they can to try and maintain their sanity. The pilot episode introduced everyone to the digital circus, where Pomni arrives in time to meet her fellow humans and the AI ringmaster Kane, who helps guide them within the world. The second episode picks up where fans left off, with Kane sending Pomni and the others into their newest adventure, Candy Carrier Chaos. Now that we've witnessed 2 episodes to explain Pomni's new world and its rules, we'll use today's video to predict what we could see in the 3rd episode.
How'd you sleep? Are you still sleeping? I'll let you get back to it if you are.
Number 1. New NPCs. The first notion of NPCs having an important role in the circus occurs in the pilot. Kane uses them to fill the space in the worlds and scenarios he creates. While Pomni attempts to flee from the abstracted Kaufmo, Kane and Bubble spend their time in a restaurant. While they had a table, the others around them were filled with barebone NPCs. These characters resemble the wooden figures artists use for art references. They appear again in the 2nd episode, making up most of the Candy Kingdom's population. However, these NPCs appear in numerous colors instead of the standard wood. It seems that Kane can alter these figures to give them specific appearances, morphing them into primary or secondary characters for each of his adventures. The main NPC in Candy Carrier Chaos is a crocodile gummy named Gummy Goo. Pomni befriends him on their adventure and offers him a home at the circus. Unfortunately, Kane snaps Gummy Goo away, claiming he can't let NPCs into the circus because he'll lose track of who is real. Ragatha tries to comfort Pomni by claiming Kane likes to reuse NPCs, meaning she could see Gummy Goo again someday. If the series continues to follow the same pattern, the 3rd episode will include Kane's next adventure with new NPC characters to influence the circus members or a return of old friends.
I gotta get used to this.
Oh, looks like one of these guys made it through.
Wait, what?
Number 2. Pomni's friendships. When Pomni first arrives in the digital circus, she's not interested in making friends with the others. Ragatha tries taking her under her wing, teaching her about their virtual world and what it's like to live there. Although the pair get closer by the end of the episode, Pomni's experience with the abstraction and the exit doors leaves her feeling unhappy with her circumstances and worried about what's to come. She has nightmares throughout the night, witnessing herself becoming abstracted without anyone to help her escape. She struggles to connect with the other circus members throughout the 2nd episode, believing they don't care about her or each other. Feeling lonely and out of place, Pomni befriends Gummy Goo, claiming they could provide each other friendship in an unfamiliar situation. While she's unwilling to trust her other allies, Gummy Goo's genuine reaction to learning about his origins resonated with Pomni, as he was the only character to sympathize and understand what she was going through as the newest circus member. Pomni is devastated when Gummy Goo is sent away, but she still joins the others for Kaufmo's funeral. In witnessing the others mourn their friend and give tearful goodbyes, she realizes that Ragatha and the others may learn to care for her and help when danger arises. No longer afraid that she would become an abstraction, Pomni may be willing to spend time with the others in the following episodes, becoming friends with Ragatha, Kinger, and Gangle, who are the most welcoming of the group.
I'm sure they still care about you.
What does it matter?
Number 3. Jax's past. While most people in the circus tried to make Pomni's transition into her new home as smooth as possible, Jax has grown increasingly antagonistic. In the 1st episode, he implies to have left centipedes, Ragatha's worst fear, in her room. He leaves the others behind when Kaufmo becomes abstracted, fleeing for his safety rather than trying to help the group. Jax is also increasingly cruel to Gangle, possibly due to her soft-hearted demeanor. His actions range from pushing her down for no reason to blackmailing her into doing his bidding. In the 2nd episode, he tries to sway their adventure to include more violence than necessary. He throws Pomni from the truck, convinces Gangle to ram into their enemies, and makes a deal with the murderous entity, the Fudge. When Pomni and the others find a peaceful solution to their journey, he's visibly disappointed and angry. Most others appear morally sound, making decisions that would benefit everyone and prevent more tragedies. They may not like living at the circus, but they look out for one another to ensure everyone makes it through each day. However, Jax appears more interested in having fun and doesn't try to attend Kaufmo's funeral with the others. Whatever his intentions or motivations, they're strikingly different from the other characters. The 3rd episode may provide some insight into his story. It could turn out that Jax is happier in the circus because his behavior in the real world is frowned upon, turning him into an antagonistic and unwelcome presence to everyone around him. He may not remember his time as a human, but that doesn't mean his former personality was altered.
No! Bad point!
Why don't you leave this to me before I start thinking your hair looks like licorice?
Jax!
Oh, wow.
Number 4. Kane's intentions. Kane is the only character in the digital circus who wasn't a human in their former life. As an artificial intelligence, he controls the circus and everything that occurs. However, he doesn't always understand emotional and social cues, which makes it difficult for Pomni to trust him. She becomes increasingly wary of his presence when he admits to lying about the exit doors and when he destroys Gummy Goo. In contrast, the other members of the circus have learned to rely on Kane. Ragatha tells Pomni to find him when they discover Kaufmo as an abstraction. He heals her with a snap of his fingers and removes Kaufmo, keeping everyone else safe. Later, when the others believe Pomni may have fallen off the map during their latest adventure, they're certain that Kane can help locate her. With two opposing points of view, it's hard to determine what Kane's true intentions may be. If he is concerned for their safety and sanity, he's doing everything possible to prevent their further harm. Unfortunately, Pomni's intuition could be correct, meaning Kane's true intentions are more sinister than anyone realizes. As she's visiting the void, discovers the secret exit doors, and falls off the map, Pomni may be able to slip through the cracks of Kane's world where she could uncover his secrets.
No, my dear, we can't have any of that foul language around here. The amazing digital circus.
Number 5. Repercussions for Jax. So far, Jax seems like the type of person who acts in his self-interest. He flees from danger without worrying about the other circus members and goes out of his way to cause arguments or make others miserable. At the end of Candy Carrier Chaos, he leaves the gate of the Candy Kingdom open so that the Fudge can enter and attack the locals. While the civilians in the kingdom were NPCs, his actions are still driven by a desire for violence. Eventually, Jax's actions will come with repercussions. Ragatha mentions that Kane reuses NPCs on occasion. If these NPCs maintain their memories from previous adventures, someone like Princess Lou could hold a grudge against Jax for harming her home. Jax is equally unkind to his fellow humans, pushing them around enough that they may one day snap or refuse to help him when danger is near. Worst of all, Jax may have done something to cross Kane. In the pilot, he mentions having keys to everyone's rooms, something that he shouldn't be able to do, according to Ragatha. As the ringmaster, Kane controls the ongoings in the circus, and he may not be thrilled to learn that Jax stole keys from him. Currently, Jax seems the most comfortable with his circumstances, turning any situation to suit his whim. While he's the least likely to face abstraction, his actions could lead to new dangers in the 3rd episode.
I hope he's alright.
Don't worry, Dollface. I've got a key to his room.
So far, the amazing digital circus has delivered 2 phenomenal episodes that have fans raving. Events have unfolded steadily, revealing how characters feel about one another and how they may proceed in the following episodes. Pomni appears willing to trust Ragatha and others in the circus, which will aid them in future adventures and raise the stakes when they encounter new threats. While we don't know what Kane is planning, with a unique adventure in each episode, he's sure to have more wacky journeys for the humans to brave, which could unveil more about his virtual world along the way.
Ooh, a new AI. You don't want to mess with the new AI, Zuby?
Yeah, no.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Oh, these fellas just don't know when to quit, do they?